Do you want to be able to afford the best players and open the best packs in FC24? Go to u7buy.com to buy your EAFC24 coins. It's more economic than buying FC points and just as reliable. They already offer some of the best prices out there, but you can get an additional 6% off using promo code Eli at checkout.
Alright guys, we're going to be going over a semi-meta tactic. I actually enjoyed it. I was using it on my second account for Foot Champs. It is the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, but with a slight twist with the Real Madrid tactics. So with Vini and Rodrigo quote-unquote up top and a box-crushing midfielder joining on the attack last minute as Bellingham. Those are the tactics that I used on the second account. Went 18-2 with them. On Foot Champs, and I was using a little gold squad. I'll show you guys another time. This was the formation right here. Give me 1 second. It's funny how it happens that when I want to record, I need to sneeze. But when I don't need to record, I don't sneeze. But anywho, it's going to be this formation right here. The 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. So it's this formation. These two strikers will be drifting wide. Vini and Rodrigo, basically. They'll be drifting in wide into the wide spaces, into the half spaces, and kind of cutting it inside so they can score a few goals. Your cam will be your quote-unquote Bellingham, your box-crushing midfielder. The last minute running into the box to score those cutbacks or rebounds. And then you have your three midfielders, which consists of like Tchouaméni, Toni Kroos on one side, Modric on the other side, or Valverde. Kind of, it depends. It's like he always swaps around. Ancelloti, he usually swaps around all three midfielders. They go. One plays 1 week, the other one plays the other week, which is good because they have a abundance of midfielders that they can just kind of rotate for a squad rotation. Then you have your two center backs, and then you have a Camavinga-esque type of player joining on the attack a little bit, and Carvajal joining on the attack as well. But let's get into the actual tactics. Nothing funny, by the way. It doesn't defend in a 4-4-2. I just have it defending in a 4-3-1-2, just like as is, congesting the midfield area, pushing your opponents to the wide areas. And so the only way that your opponents can actually score is with cutbacks, so you just have to learn how to prevent cutbacks, and then you'll be fine with this formation. Before I get into the tactics, let me tell you what this formation is really good up against, by the way. So this formation is very good. It struggles against a 4-2-3-1 because the 4-2-3-1 is very congested in the midfield. And it does struggle against, where is it? It's very good against a 4-4-2. Just if you're good at playing quick tiki-taka play like through the middle, just because you only have two midfielders here with your 4-4-2, and with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, you technically have four midfielders, so you kind of overload the midfield area and just kind of bomb more players going forward in the midfield area. You just congest it, so you outnumber them. Any of the 4-4-2 is better than the 4-4-1-1. The 4-2-2-2 is 50-50. You can, if they're really good at playing with this formation, it's going to be hard to break down regardless because this is one of the best formations in the game. But you can outplay them if you're good at playing quick tiki-taka play. 4-3-1-2, it's almost a mirror matchup. You're going to struggle a little bit. Any of the 4-3-3s, you just have to be able to outplay them in the midfield area just as fast as you can. Quick tiki-taka play and then hit them on counterattacks. The 4-3-2-1, that might be the weakness to this formation just because this formation has three strikers and they're always bombing forward, and they have three midfielders, so you have four midfielders. It's kind of hard to play up against this formation unless you use your fullbacks a lot, so keep that in mind. Very good against the 4-2-1-3 because the 4-2-1-3 has a lot of gap in the midfield area. And then it's very good going up against like a 5-2-1-2, 3-5-2, just because, or 3-5-2 actually not that much. This is more of a mirror matchup, sorry. 5-2-1-2 is better than because you have the two center mids instead of CDM, so they bomb forward a little bit, so you can't catch them on counterattacks. Better than, and like 3-4-2-1, it'll definitely defeat this formation. But yeah, let's get into the actual tactics. So everything is as follows: balance, width 37, depth 60. This is old gen. Leave it here on old gen. If you're on new gen, then you can up it a little bit. You could go 40, 63. If it was up to, so new gen 40, 63. If it was up to actual Carlo Ancelloti, how he would play, he will have the width very narrow to about like 25-ish, 20-ish. But that doesn't work that good on EAFC just because then your midfielders or your center backs are like this congested in front of the back line, and then you're really going to get a lot of cutbacks scored on you, so you're trying to prevent that. In any formation in general, I wouldn't recommend going under 37, maybe 35 if you're playing a 5 at the back. anything else, I would not recommend changing that. Depth, he does play a little bit of a more higher line, almost a mid-block line, like a 67 or 70. I don't recommend doing that right now, not on the AFC, just because the way the players are right now, and there's a lot of Team of the Year players. You don't want to play so high up. You don't want to be able to play so aggressive, pressing your opponent. Because if you do play that high up, you will get caught on counterattacks with over-the-top through balls. And you're trying to prevent that. That's the reason why I changed this up a little bit. Now, on the offensive side, is slow build-up, direct passing. If it was up to Carlo Ancelloti, he'll play slow build-up, forward runs, just because they'll make more aggressive runs in the final third. I did experiment that a lot, but it doesn't work the way I want it to work, because then your cam moves too far forward with your strikers, and then you have nobody supporting you with the recycle play unless you make the center mids go forward. And if you make the center mids go too far forward, then you will get caught on counterattacks. Your fullbacks will go too forward, and you just don't want to get counterattacked. Not against elite division players, higher division 1 players, because then you're going to struggle. So that's why I just put slow build up, direct passing. It's more of a safer route to play the formation. But if you play more aggressive than me, then by all means play forward runs. I'm just not that much of an aggressive offensive player. I'm more of an aggressive defensive player with 71, so just one notch higher than normal. The reason why is because you want your strikers to kind of drift wide whenever you are attacking, so that way they don't stay stagnant in the middle area, so they can swap around, go run into the half spaces, cut inside, whatever they need to do. It just opens up your strikers and your midfielders a little bit more into the half spaces, so you have more areas to pass the ball around and to do through balls. Players in the box 6, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Formation, players who you need where, meta center backs. I go over this every video. Just get the best center backs that you could possibly get. You need to go get the Saliba if he's still available. He's exceptional. Right back, left back, make sure that they're good at going forward, good at passing, good at defending. High work rate if you can, if not high medium or medium, either or. Just make sure that they're well-rounded fullbacks. You do need your fullbacks a lot in this formation because they're the only ones that provide a lot of width. So you got to make sure that they have some type of play styles, a whip cross play style, incisive pass play style, some type of offensive passing type of play style, because they will have the ball on their feet a lot. So just keep that in mind. Your CDM, make sure you put a medium-high work-rated player here. Do not put a high work-rated player because he will move out of position. Don't put a high-medium. They'll move out of position. So just keep that in mind. Try to put a medium-high work-rated player here, a more tankish player, a number 6, somebody that can defend, that cleans up the ball, recycle, through balls, over-the-top through balls, clear the ball, get the ball, pass it. Somebody that's like that, bullies people off the ball. For me, that's Patrick Vieira. You could do N'Golo Kante. Hullet will be fine. I think his work rates are a little, I think they're high, but he's one of the anomalies that can make an exception and play CDM. Players like that, Yaya Toure, I think can get the job done there too. Ramirez, players like that. Your right center mid is going to be more of your stay back center mid, so more of a box-to-box center mid. So I recommend putting a high here or a medium, either or. Try not to put a high medium, but if you need to, then you can put it. I put Iwobi there, but you can get away with like a Bellingham, Frankie de Jong, players like that here, and or even Putellas. Putellas is good here too. And then on your left side, try to put another center mid as well, a box-to-box center mid, but more of an attacking center mid. For me, I have Odegaard. He's a high-medium work-rated player. You can do who can you put here? Daniel Pina card can go right here, high medium. They don't have to have the best defensive stats. They just need to have some type of defensive stats, but they need to be able to go forward and join in on the attack, basically. So just put somebody there that's good on the ball, that can pass, shoot, all that good stuff. Cam is very, very, very important to this game. Make sure you put your best dribbler as your cam and your best passer of the ball as your cam, because they will have a lot of opportunities to send through balls to your two strikers. They will have a lot of opportunities to dribble around your opponent's defense, do quick 1-2s around everybody, and then open up into space, and then you have your two strikers bombing forward, drifting wide. One might go to the right, open up that space, and then your other striker moves that way, or vice versa to the other way. So just keep that in mind. You have to have a very, very good playmaker as your cam. So for me, I have Willian. Willian is perfect, worth the 1 mil coins. Somebody like that. And your two strikers, just get fast, pacey strikers that can get in behind, score, have some type of sprinting PlayStation Plus roles. Like Henry has that rapid where he runs fast, and Kelly Smith has that quick step. something like that. That way you can kind of, that little PlayStation Plus will allow you to kind of go forward a little bit forward, lets you break away from your opponent's defense for that split second, and I promise you that split second will make you go from rank 1 to rank 4, rank 5 if you can't break away from your opponent's defense from like a Van Dijk or a Blanc or a Lucio, for example, somebody like that. So instructions: goalie comes to cross the sweeper keeper because of the whip cross meta. That's the only reason why I put that there. Stay back on both center backs. Now your right back and left back, I recommend starting with stay back while attack overlap on both of them. But once you master this formation, then you can put balanced attack overlap on both fullbacks. The reason why I say put stay back while attacking first is because you need to learn how to manually move them first. So once you learn how to manually move them, then you'll learn how to manually run back with them. Once you learn how to manually run back with them, then you can put them on balanced attack so they can actually offer support by themselves without you making them go forward. But if you don't learn how to play with your fullbacks, how to manually attack and defend with them, you will get caught on counterattacks. You will lose against a 4-4-2 or 4-2-2-2, and those are the formations that you should be beating regardless, because you're congesting the midfield area. But if you move your fullbacks out of position too much, you will get caught on those counterattacks and they will kill you through the wings. So just keep that in mind. Start off with stay back while attacking and then migrate to balanced attack once you master that. Your CDM, cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center on your CDM. That's it. Leave it there. Your right center mid, stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box, cover center. So this is your number one player to recycle the play, start over the play. If you build up to the right, he's good at giving him the ball, recycling the play, and then switching it to the left side, and then you can score a quick cutback that way. Whatever you need to get done. Trivela shots are still okay. Finesse shots are still okay. You just have to be able to green time them or just make sure to actually place them properly. But I'll play somebody like that here. Your left center mid is your balanced, more attacking center mid. So he's balanced attack, cover wing, get into the box for cross. Now keep in mind on both center mids, he's supposed to be, I don't know why he's on cover center. Put cover wing on both of them. On both your center mids. Cover wing on both of them. The reason why is because when your fullbacks attack, they need to be able to cover the wing to prevent counterattacks. So put cover wing on them on the defensive position. That way when your fullbacks attack, you're good. You got all the areas covered. But your left center mid has to get into box for cross for that last minute, last man run into the box for those cutbacks, because when in doubt, a cutback will get you out, and that's the best way to score in this game with cutbacks. Unfortunately, it is what it is, so you got to use them if you can. Your cam is basic everything, get into a box or cross. Basic because I don't want him to, if I put stay forward, he stays too far forward next to the strikers, and you want him to give you some defensive support, so you want him to drop a little bit deeper to pick up the ball a little bit deeper and start off the counterattacks. So here's your playmaker, so make sure he's good on the ball and get into box or cross for the same thing, cutbacks. And then your two strikers, both of them are drift wide, getting behind on both of them. That's what Vini and Rodrigo do. They just run anywhere they need to run into the green space. They drift wide, they come inside, whatever they need to get done with the drift wide instruction. It basically makes them run wide and then come back inside. So you have to be patient for the cutting inside run, but once you master the timing of when they cut inside, I'm telling you, this is through ball city and you're gonna love it, and it's easy to score goals with this formation if you master that. So yeah, those are the basic custom tactics and instructions for Carlo Ancellotti's Madrid tactics. I am working on more tactics. They'll be out. I'll probably post another tactics later on today, as long as time permits. But there we go. I'm working on more. Got a few more here written down. I'll be posting them. I'll be cranking them out as fast as I can. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hit that like and hit that subscribe button if I ever helped you out on anything. Peace.